How's everybody doing today? I just got back the draft copy of the first run through the rules. Like what I'm seeing so far. We're probably like 15, 20 hours in. I've been having a blast. And so I just wanted to show you where I am with the rules. Basically, all I have to do is uh, put it into Scribus, which I completed that this morning. I'm now adding the images and I have to do the spine design. I've already done the front cover and the back cover, and I got to add the copyright information and stuff like that. So my expectations is to have it available for print in like 30 days, maybe. The character sheets are looking great. Everything's cranking along. I figure this video, I'm going to just kind of show you chapter 1 a little bit and talk over the differences about the game. And then the next couple videos I'm going to do, the next one will be on creating your character, then creating your spaceship, and then creating your AI. And then I might follow that up with some playthroughs of me doing it solo. Remember, this game is 100% solo. Could you play with 2 people? Yeah, one of y'all play the AI, one of y'all play the explorer. Okay, so let me show you where we're at. Okay, so this is what chapter 1's looking like. This is the first image I put in it, right? The explorer. We did not leave Earth because we had everything. We left because we had not. From the first charter of the StarFolk Exploration Corps. Welcome, explorer. The universe is vast beyond imagination. Billions of stars burn across the darkness, each surrounded by worlds that have never been seen by human eyes. Some are barren spheres of frozen stone, others teem with life unlike anything recorded in humanity's history. Ancient civilizations have risen and vanished. Strange ecosystems have evolved in impossible environments. Entire branches of science remain unwritten. You are one of the few chosen to seek those answers. You are StarFolk, genetically engineered descendants of humanity. The StarFolk were created for a single purpose: to explore the galaxy. Your altered biology allows you to endure environments that would kill an unmodified human. Your ship is your home. Your artificial intelligence is your closest companion. Your drones extend your reach into places you cannot safely travel. Your mission is discovery. Every world you explore, every organism you document, every ruin you uncover, and every question you answer becomes another page in humanity's understanding of the universe. The greatest treasure in the galaxy is knowledge. This rulebook is a framework for adventure. StarFolk is more than a rule book. It is a framework for creating your own stories among the stars. No set of rules can anticipate every discovery, every alien life form, every impossible situation, or every brilliant idea you'll have while exploring the unknown. When you encounter something the rules don't cover, don't stop the adventure. Make a ruling that feels fair, makes sense for your story, and keeps the game moving. If you're unsure, remember that the Oracle is always your friend. Ask a question, roll the Oracle, and let the story unfold. Likewise, you find a rule, procedure, or table that doesn't fit with the way you want to play, change it, replace it, ignore it entirely. Add your own ideas. StarFolk is your universe, and your version of it should reflect the adventures you want to experience. Remember, in this game, the only rules lawyer you're going to come across is yourself, right? Every explorer's journey will be different. Every galaxy will evolve in its own way. There is no wrong way to play if you're enjoying the experience. There was only one rule that should exist in every StarFolk game: make it fun. If the rule gets in the way of fun, change the rule and not the fun. So kind of what makes this game different, I think, is, well, one, you have a journal. And as you're playing the game, you're documenting your choices, what you find, stuff like that in the journal. So say you go into a sector of space. Well, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to roll and you're going to find out what kind of sun it is. And it's like, okay, my scanners have come back. So you document that in your journal, right? Then you're going to find out, well, how many planets? And then you might spend time, because time is very important in this game. We keep track of time units, cycles, rotations, and errors, okay? And so say scanning a sector, that might be one time unit. And then it might be 3 time units, to get the sun, 1 time unit. Then it might be 3 time units to say, where are all the planets? How many are there? And then each planet might take 2 or 3 units a time in order to do a, macroscopic view of what that planet is. Then if you decide you want to get more info about the planet, then you would orbit the planet, you would send down your survey drones, maybe you would land, stuff like that. You would start cataloging the flora, the fauna, the minerals. You're looking for ways, because there's 3 components that you need to build whatever you're going to exist in the game, right? You need matter, you need medical, and you need biomatter. Okay, so like dirt and rocks and stuff like that, those become matter, right? Any kind of metal becomes metal that you store, and any kind of biological, say wood or grass or trees or human life, become the biological matter. And you use those things in different combinations to create what you're going to need in the game, right? You start with a ship, an AI, a service drone, and you. Okay. And as you're playing the game, you're going to always be loading something into the fabricator. Now, a couple other big differences in this game than others, is you're raised on a ship called a parent ship. Okay. Every StarFolk is. But there's an alternate dimension where Universe City, okay, think of like university. Well, when you're raised, you're trained in Universe City. And in that galaxy, all the data and knowledge of the StarFolk is kept there. And it's a quantum communication. So when you're out in space, you're instantly able to take your data, put it up in Universe City, pull data down from Universe City. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to expand knowledge, right? You're not conquering. I mean, if you want to make it a game where you conquer, have at it. It's your game. But currently, as it stands, there's no real combat within the game. The game is about exploration, right? Think Star Trek versus Star Wars, right? You're out there trying to get better understanding, come up with new things, discover alien devices, replicate those, incorporate that technology into the knowledge of the StarFolk, right? That's what you're there to do. And so in your journal, you're documenting all this stuff. So that's a big change. The other thing is the ships are living, partially biological entities, and you are raised with your ship and your AI. And both your ship and your AI has certain levels of emotions and feelings, right? Your AI is basically your sibling, okay? And AI has the same rights that a human does. And your ship is basically like a pet. So it can do some things autonomously, but in difficult situations, you or the AI needs to take control of it. The other cool thing with the AI is the AI can inhabit any device. It can inhabit and take over the ship. It can inhabit and make the survey drones its body, or any other drones you create, or any other robots you create. The AI can take it over to give it better guidance. It can only take over one system at a time. Your AI has a body. You can choose it or you can roll it. and basically it's like the NPC that helps you, so that way you're not doing things serially. You can be doing things tandem. Your AI can be piloting in a rough area of space while you're ensuring that objects are being fabricated, or that you're preparing or writing in your journal, or the AI can be having a survey drone while you're back at the ship creating defensive perimeter, things like that. So it's your family. You were raised. Now the ships, when they're raised, it's just a brain in a small hoverable device that then gets implanted in the ship when it's born. Okay. And once that happens, you're dropped off in a part of space that hasn't been um, documented, and then you go off about your life, and that's it. You continue on. And so far the game's been a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun, and here's a couple of the character sheets, and here's some of the images from the first draft I got back. And I hope you look forward to watching some of these other videos. The next one we're going to do is we're going to go through the character creation process. It's very easy. I'm going to be showing the chart, so if you want to play along and create your own character, have at it. I'm thinking I'm going to market it in a very unusual way. The rules itself are going to be, they'll be available in a book form, but they'll primarily be a free download. But I'm going to create on Game Crafter a box for it that'll include different things like the different colored dice, the player mat, a player screen that has all the important charts on it, and then copies of the character sheets. And that'll also come with a digital download of the rules. That's what I'm kind of leaning with right now. I think it would be a little more fun for you to get a box with some, cool dice, because we use a bunch of different dice, but the ones that you probably don't have is it does use dice of specific colors, 10-sided dice, for keeping track of time. Okay, well, you have a great day. God bless. Bye bye.